Coming up next, On the Spot. Life in Liberty City. Find out today if the latest Grand Theft Auto game is worth your $20. Also, we're walking tall with an exclusive look at Chromehounds, weighing down our minds with Big Brain Academy, and scrolling left to right with Gradius Collection. Plus, we'll look back at the GameSpot US versus GameSpot UK World Cup grudge match and hold a special screening of Game Over, courtesy of Adam Films. Great. Now I'm hungry. We're live and on the spot.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to On the Spot. I'm your host, Rich Gallup, and this is GameSpot's live show. We do every Thursday at 4 p.m. Pacific. We play some games that have just come out. We play some games that haven't come out yet, and we just kind of, rip with you, the users. What's up, Jeff Gerstmann?
Not much. Everything you said is true.
It is?
Rubber stamping, accurate.
Let me keep going, then. We have a great show for you today.
Accurate.
Thank you, sir. You're going to be playing 2 games today.
What?
You are playing not at once.
Oh.
Throughout the course of the show,
okay.
When the show's time has passed,
yes.
you will have played 2 games.
Dude, that's crazy.
I know. They are Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories for PlayStation 2
All right.
and Big Brain Academy.
Yeah.
Carrie Goosecoast, I just wanted to cover Jeff's part of the show. You can tell us what's going on for the rest of it.
No, that's fine. That's
cool.
Tell
us the rest. What else is up?
All right. So not only is Jeff playing 2 games today, but I have 2 other fine editors here playing games today as well. And I mean that they're fine.
Who's that?
Greg Kasavin's coming by with Gradius Collection for the PSP.
Now, is it Gradius or is it Gradius?
He says Gradius.
Okay.
But I've heard people say, I think in Japanese it would be Gradius.
All right.
And then Brad Shoemaker is bringing by Chromehounds.
Ooh.
Or something. Is
there a robot DMX in that game?
Where my hounds at?
So that's pretty exciting.
That is exciting. What else do we have going on?
Some stuff.
Okay.
Yep.
Stuff's awesome.
I want to let you mention the first thing that's happening because it's happening like almost right now. But we have some pretty exciting hardware that I got to check out personally. But Ryan McDonald also did a little piece that those guys brought up by yesterday.
That's right, and we are bringing art again to the masses through On the Spot.
Yeah. But not Matt Rory, someone else.
But not with Matt Rory.
It's my interpretive dance videos.
This is through an actual artist.
Me.
No, not you. This is a short
My interpretive
film.
dance is most definitely
We're going to show
art.
it later on. We're showing it near the end of the show, but it's courtesy of Adam Films. We saw this great short movie called Game Over by Pez. He's a Harlem-based artist.
And delicious candy.
You just saw a little bit of it in the intro there. We're going to show you the whole thing later on. It's great. Stay tuned for that. Also, yes, Ryan McDonald will be taking us to the future with the 3001 AD folks. But right now.
Right, this second.
This very second, moments from now.
Yes.
Yesterday, I brought a clip with me.
You have a clip? I understand you have a clip.
It's a squishy soccer ball, actually. But yesterday, Jeff Gerstmann, you and myself, Brian Eckberg, and Justin Calvert, we're here in this very studio for the GameSpot US versus GameSpot UK World Cup soccer match.
I remember that, yeah.
It was like 24 hours ago, so that's still totally in your short term.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Midterm memory.
Middle third memory.
Exactly.
Yeah. But it was a lot of fun. A lot of people watched. We appreciate it. Of course, the UK team kind of handily defeated our ringer, Justin Calvert.
Really, as they probably should.
Yeah,
because they play those games.
Justin didn't look like his heart was in it. Justin was like frowning the whole time. I didn't think he liked playing for the U.S. So I tell him that he threw the match.
His loyalty is torn in two.
Next time, Jeff replaced Justin.
I would have won.
You would have won?
Because you hit A to shoot. I know that much.
We'll find out in 4 years. Yeah. But we do have some highlights for you right now. Check them out.
David Evans, Spearfield there as well. Fox 5 denying the weakling of That's England. You got William on start.
Do you have a favorite player on the team?
Yeah, me.
We almost call it the fourth quarter.
That aren't live on the internet.
Smothered by USD. Perhaps we're playing 6 minute half. 6 minute half. So it's like we're at fake 30 minutes in right now. Another scoring opportunity. Brian McBride, the eldest statesman of the team. They got a shot. Elias. Back for the Queen Mother right there. 1-0.
Queen Mother's dead.
You can feel free to chime in. Michael Owen sticking around.
That guy's like, hey, what's going on over there?
Phil Elliott, what are you going to do now? Just run out the clock, run scared? Is that your strategy?
No, I'm going to try and score more goals. That's the end of the game.
That's a good idea. Yeah, look at this. Another chance here for Phil. Another goal for Phil Elliott. Michael Owen, unstoppable. Imagine what he would have done in the last game.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Oh, nice shot. Rebound. Very nice. Ronaldo. Oh, no. Thanks for watching. Thank you, Phil. Thank you, Guy. And thanks for watching us here on GameSpot Sports. Back. That is just some of the highlights from the entire grudge match.
Yeah.
Justin, yeah, I saw what Kerry's talking about. It didn't really seem like he was into it.
It seemed like he was really focused to me.
Yeah. We were really into it.
Yeah.
That was a good time. We'd like to thank the thousands and millions and billions of people who watched it at home. And actually, we rewarded everyone who tuned in live with an emblem on the forums, so on your profile. So
Yeah, I got one. I was there.
I didn't get one.
Weird.
Because I couldn't watch it because I was being on it. Maybe I can.
I got one.
Oh, you really?
Yeah.
Sneaky. But stay tuned. We'll have more live events in the future. We'll give you some rewards for tuning in and stuff. We always have a good time when we do that.
Totally. It's always a great deal of fun, even when I have no idea what's actually going on.
Exactly. One thing you do know a good deal about, though, Jeff Gerstmann, is the Grand Theft Auto franchise.
I do. Yes, I'm a bit of a yes. I've played a lot of those games.
And this week, kind of quietly, it seems like a new-ish Grand Theft Auto game came out for the PlayStation 2 to little fanfare.
It's a really weird case. It's a port from the PSP. So Liberty City Stories came out on the PSP last year, and now here it is on the PlayStation 2, basically intact. They just blew it up to big screen, so it looks kind of dirty, a little murky, and they took out all the multiplayer. But it's basically the same game, and it's $20. So let's shoot some people.
Okay, let's just do what you're supposed to do in these games, and that's really just cause some bedlam.
Yeah, I've already set it off, as it were. I got a little something I can set it off with. And
so for people who don't know about Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories, it did come out on the PSP. It is still like a $40 or $50 title on the PSP,
it's $40 on the PSP, and it's $20 here, which is really the exact right price for this game. It's a shorter game. It's definitely smaller in scope. Basically, it's a side story. It takes you back to Liberty City, which is where Grand Theft Auto 3 took place. And you're there a few years before the events of GTA 3, and you play this typical mobster guy named Tony Cipriani. And he's on the come up, and you work for crime bosses and do the GTA thing. A lot of missions, a lot of mayhem, that sort of deal.
Having played through the PSP version myself the whole way through, and having read your review, obviously, it seems like you just kind of nailed some of the issues with the story right there just by describing Tony Cipriani. He's kind of a common mob type.
Yeah, really, it's the story really kind of goes nowhere, and they blow a lot of chances that they could have had to do some interesting things with the story, because you become a made man over the course of the game,
right?
And they don't really make a big deal. Like, that's a big deal. You get made. That should be a big deal. That should be a big deal.
Right.
Not really a big deal here. They just kind of gloss over it, and a lot of the things just kind of get glossed over. So it just seems like they really kind of phoned in a lot of stuff on the story side of things, and that sticks out a lot more on the PlayStation 2, just because you can compare it directly to real GTA games, as it were. Whereas on the PSP, it was technically super impressive that they could get it running on the PSP. Here, it's like, well, I could just play San Andreas. I could go get Vice City for the same $20, but that's not really an option on the PSP.
Right. So, would you recommend this for someone who has not played Liberty City?
If you have not played it and you go in, basically, it's all about setting your expectations properly. If you go in expecting the next Grand Theft Auto game and want something that one-ups something like San Andreas, you're just not going to find that here. But if you realize it's a budget game, it's meant to be this side story, not really a full-fledged story. It's definitely a lot of the same action.
maybe you just really want to run around Liberty City with a motorcycle. You know?
Right. Yeah. They
that
incorporate
before.
some of the stuff from the more recent games into here. So.
Well, one of my favorite parts of the show, Jeff, as you know, is taking live questions from the people watching at home.
It's funny. That's one of my favorite parts of the show, too.
We have Carrie Gusko standing right now. She has a magical machine that takes these questions from people and delivers them to us. Right, Carrie?
I've been told that this is called a laptop.
Oh!
I don't
Not
know
to
what...
be confused with a lapboard.
No, laptop.
Okay.
Anyway, so the laptop has delivered to me one question so far. Many questions, but one in particular from Ben K. and Vernon. He wants to know, is the music, the talk show, is the same as the PSP version?
Yes.
Exactly the same?
As far as I can tell, exactly the same. Didn't go through and listen to every single bit and check it against there, but I didn't hear anything out of the ordinary. It's the same music. You have your rap station with the licensed stuff and the DJ Clue mixtape kind of vibe, and then most of the rest of it isn't even licensed music. It's stuff that they made specially for the game or something.
Bummer.
So you're saying there's like other stuff that wasn't in that game?
No, everything in the game, it's still the same as the PSP version.
It's the same.
Oh,
but it's stuff that there's stuff that was like new for the PSP. It's like you don't get Backstreet Boys, you get like some fake boy band, right?
Right.
I think so, yeah.
Right. Okay.
4 stars.
Another question. Zerakor from Sweden wants to know, will the game feature the same RPG elements that San Andreas had, the skills, the stats, and so forth? You said there was some other stuff from the recent games.
That stuff is not no, that's not in there at all. There's no kind of character building element. The closest you get to that is kind of the same stuff that you saw in Vice City or GTA 3, where if you go ahead and complete, and I'm going to get mowed down.
You are done. You are dead, sir.
Armor cheat. Ooh.
Oh, health cheat. Do it.
I don't remember the health cheat. I don't need health as long as I got armor.
Is the health cheat the same as the PSP version?
Yes, the cheats are basically the same as the PSP version, which is nice.
All right, let's talk about your theory of using the game, Jeff, because I believe it is a widespread held belief on how to properly play a Grand Theft Auto game.
That's kind of the beauty of it. It's like, you know, the games on the PS2, amazing stories, you know, amazing sense of satire, really good sense of humor. But you know, a lot of people just play this game by, doing what I'm doing here. They're cheating to get the weapons, they're cheating to get the armor, and then just going out and causing as much mayhem as you possibly can. And I know plenty of people that have just, that's like their own little meta game, their own little side thing that they're passing the controller around and seeing who can last the longest.
Right.
And, you know, mow down people and do all the stuff that the man tends to frown on.
I mean, honestly, I'd done that occasionally, but like I always was tried to be very careful with these games and beat them without cheating, like I did in San Andreas.
Right.
Couldn't do it in Vice City. Did in Grand Theft Auto 3, except for maybe the last boss fight. Like that was terrible.
You know, at the end of the day, you know, it's like, granted, we're in kind of a different case because we're reviewing them, but at the end of the day, games are about having fun, and if you're having just as much fun or more fun by cheating, then, you know, why have fun, whatever.
Sure, do it. Carrie Guskos, you have any more questions?
No, but I have a statement to that.
What's that?
I say no to cheating. Damn cheaters, man. No cheating.
Do you want those
crap.
draw points quickly or not?
Dude, I will get the draw points slowly because I'm not going to cheat to get them.
All right.
And anyone who's my friends list can now watch me get them really slowly. So a lot of people comparing it to the PS2 version, I mean the PSP version of the same game, but I'm going to ask you a question comparing it to the other PS2 titles, which is, how big is the world when shown next to the other GTA titles? Is there a stark contrast?
It's Liberty City, so it's basically the same size that you saw in that game, which is smaller than Vice City and smaller than San Andreas. But it's still a sizable game.
5 stars.
5 stars.
You're not going to get 6.
No, I
can't
don't.
get 6
I'm on the second
island,
island.
exactly.
So.
And also, Jeff, just a personal question. The PSP only has one analog stick. The PS2 has 2 in the controller. So does that change the controls any?
It does. It makes it more like the PS2 games. You have the right stick for camera control, and the lock-on targeting uses the second shoulder buttons for rotating through targets, which is better.
Well, thank you, Jeff.
Yeah.
It really sounds like this is totally a judgment call for people out there.
It depends on your perspective. If you've played this game on the PSP, there's really no reason to go back to it again.
Right.
And it's the #1 selling PSP game, so there's a fair chance that a lot of people have already played this.
But if you haven't played it, a $20 Grand Theft Auto game is
just
nice.
you know, make sure that when you go in, you're not expecting the San Andreas 2 or something even bigger and crazier than that, and it's you know, it's good.
Thank you, Jeff.
Yeah.
You stay right there. We're going to play some Brain Academy later.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Read Jeff's full review on the site. It's there, some gameplay, movie, screenshots, all the works. Right now, though, Kiri Guskos is named by Brad Shoemaker in an exclusive single-player demo. What is it, guys?
Chromehounds? Chromehounds? So let's pretend like I don't know what Chromehounds is. What is Chromehounds?
Chromehounds is a mech-action game from FromSoftware.
FromSoftware.
It's a mech-action game brought to you by FromSoftware.
FromSoftware, who made the Armored Core games.
Right.
And this is a completely new...
Right, totally new property. It's for the Xbox 360.
Show it to me.
They're okay. They are. Well, I'm going to jump into this mission
Sorry,
here.
no, talk and show it to me at the same time.
They're filling the conspicuous void of mech-action games on the 360 right now.
True.
So now you've got some big robots. Everybody likes those.
Mech Assault was a pretty big title for the Xbox.
Yeah.
So I guess we're seeing a new title for the 360 in Chromehounds.
Right.
So what is most of the combat takes place inside of a mech?
Yeah.
Everything inside of a mech? There's
you're
no
all inside
nothing
big
else?
robots, right.
Okay.
Yep.
Giant robots, as people who are really into mechs. Apparently, they love when you call it giant robots. So go ahead and walk around calling them giant robots.
Actually, in this game, they're called hounds.
Hounds? I just like saying that.
Are the hounds chromed out?
Not really, actually.
iced up?
They're actually kind of beat up looking. If you want to take a look, you can see right here. Actually, I turn on my nifty little flashlight here and go to business.
So is this the beginning of the game?
Well, it's broken up between different mech types. You've got like the soldier class is kind of the general all around. There's a sniper. There's a defender, which is like heavy armor. So this is the soldier class. It's the first kind of mech that you get, and you basically play through one mech type, and then you kind of move on to the next. And they've all got their own missions. So.
How simulation is this like versus arcade? It seems a little.
It's kind of half and half actually. I mean, you can see you don't move very fast. It's kind of simulation in that aspect, but the shooting has kind of an arcadey feel to it.
Real giant robots move really slowly.
Yeah, I mean, what else would you expect?
Maybe your giant robots. My giant robots are lightning fast.
Well, if you're like a
weird
person on the
Japanese
ground,
ones.
it will seem like the robot's moving very quickly by comparison.
Right.
But if you're in the robot itself, you're moving slowly, but your one step knocks over like 3 trees.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm so glad we've clarified this
Thank
for
you.
everyone. So most of the game you're inside, all the game you're inside the mechs. You basically got a bunch of different weapons and stuff here. Like, what kind of weapons are there? Can you tell me about it a little bit?
Yeah, sure. I mean, well, again, the weapons vary depending on what kind of mech you're using. It's pretty much your standard gamut of machine guns. There's kind of like burst shotgun style weapons. There's all kinds of different rockets, like say these. Those are kind of fun.
Ooh.
There may be like some energy weapons and stuff. I haven't seen any yet. Haven't gotten super far in the game, but it's all kind of like standard ballistic and military stuff.
So I'm going to grab some questions right here.
Sure.
Keith Lai from Naskia, wherever that is, wants to know what type of environments are there in the game.
There's a ton, actually. You can see I'm in this kind of mountainous region here. Like, I've seen some snowy stuff. There's like more kind of flat plains areas.
Does it have any impact on your mech, like how you move?
Not that I've noticed. Well, I mean, the mechs are so different. Like, some of the mechs have like tank treads. Some of them actually have 4 wheels, so they're not all actually like walking robots.
So what's going on here? You're following some kind of story? Like, are there specific missions that you're doing, or do you have to just kill everybody? How does it work?
Yeah, there's different mission objectives. Ouch. This mission, I'm supposed to be blowing up the enemy base, which is not going to happen if I can't kill all these guys. But some missions, it's like search and destroy, like a particular unit. Sometimes you got to defend a base, or you've got like everybody's favorite, the escort mission. Stuff like that. So.
That is my favorite, actually.
I find that hard to believe because actually everybody hates those. But
well, here we go. Let me take some more questions.
Okay.
Sajmori Dunn from Jacksonville wants to know, what are the ways you interact with the playing field? You're not blowing up those trees, are you?
No.
No. So do you do anything with it?
You can walk into them, though. I can show you kind of like my Hulk smash maneuver here.
All right, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, boom. See, there goes a tree.
Hulk smash!
That was exciting,
Did that slow you down at all, or no?
Yeah, I mean, you kind of walk into it, yeah, but it doesn't like hurt you or anything. You can actually kind of like plow through smaller buildings and just walk over them, and they kind of
Camera movement looks crazy.
Yeah.
How is this controlling for you?
It controls really well. I mean, you just jump right in, and it feels kind of like a slow Halo. You know, I mean, it's
if
not.
If you had this Steel Battalion controller, would it work better?
Somehow I doubt it.
What about people, Brad? People. Tell us about what happens when you run into a whole bunch of soldiers.
Well, how about I go find some?
Okay.
While we're doing...
Let me pull up my handy tactical map here and just go to town.
Do you find yourself using this a lot in the game?
You have to use this thing constantly. I don't know if you can see in the little video window, but it's got a grid on it. Like, they'll be like, you know, hey, enemy unit at square G6, and then you have to go straight to G6.
And then you're like, checkmate.
Exactly, yeah. You sunk my battleship. Thanks a lot. But yeah, so and you can see that the map is really easy to pull up and then dismiss. So.
I'm going to ask you another question while you're making your way over to people to stomp on them. Alex Hurst from St. Louis. Question sort of misleading. The subject was Chromehounds' weak points, and I was like, yeah, are the points weak in this game? But what he wants to know is, will the hounds have certain weak points on them, or will damage to specific parts of the hound be accounted for in any way?
Well, when you pull up the map, you can see there's these little bars on the left, and those actually correspond to different parts of your mech. They get super granular in this game about like breaking down the parts of the mech. There's like, not only is there legs and cockpit and stuff like that, but they even do like generator and different little system components. It's super, super complicated. But
what about the head?
I think that's cockpit.
When you form like Voltron.
No, there's no Voltroning in this game.
Is there a blazing sword in this game?
Unfortunately, no swords. But there is a lot of cool stuff blown up. Actually, check this out.
Oh, what happened?
Oh, you know what? Well, I can't hear the game, and they're telling you to do stuff.
While you're out of here, do you want to show us like the garage? Is there a garage or something?
Let's jump back.
Rumor has it that people who like giant robots also like to put different things on them.
I've heard that rumor as well.
So
it's like the whole Armored Core series is based around that.
I'll ruin it for. I'm going to ruin Brad's surprise since he didn't get to stomp on soldiers. What happens when you run into people when they shoot at you? Nothing, because they can't hurt you.
They go squish.
You just squish them. It's like you see these little guys that are like pop, pop, and you just walk over.
Like, oh, check this out, bam!
He's like, you can just totally ignore them. There's no effect.
You're all Chromehound.
That's great.
Yeah.
While this is loading up, Brad, I know you're just starting to play with this, or you're doing the demo, right?
Right.
Joel Hewitt, I don't know if you've gotten this far, from Grimsby wants to know, are the hounds land-based, or are there any water or air-based hounds?
Let me show you, actually, in the garage mode. I can kind of...
So you can customize that?
Yeah.
So you can customize what type of hound you have, and also what weapons, but can you, like, bling it up? I know Jeff wants to put rims on his hound, I'm sure.
I don't know that they have any rims. You can get, like, You can get decals and just camouflage, stuff like that, so...
You put big fat laces and unlace them?
Totally.
Just yank the laces right out.
So what's the story like in this game? Is there like a specific...
It's the near future. There was World War III.
Get out!
Big robots, everybody likes those.
So show us this garage.
Okay, yeah, let's jump in here.
Or garage.
So yeah, I'll answer that question when I can show you all the leg types I've got here. So this is my terrible Frankenstein's monster of a mech that I've made.
That's not terrible. That's awesome.
It's got
it's not that efficient. I don't
call
think.
that big robot Rex.
Tyrannosaurus
robot.
I don't think it's working out too well.
Metal Gear.
Metal Gear. So let's see if I can pull up the legs here.
So what are you scrolling through right here? Is weapons or parts?
I may have to remove parts before I can do this. Yeah, so basically you get parts as you finish the story missions. You don't start out with any, so...
Speaking of Metal Gear.
Yeah, look at that right there. So basically, you get a ranking every time you finish a mission. They'll give you like S rank, and then you get 5 pieces of equipment or whatever. So I think the better you do, the more stuff you get.
Cool.
So I finished a few missions here, and now I've got, like, you can see there's some legs. There's like tank treads
and stuff. Nice.
Like there's a hovercraft. It says that it floats on water. There's like a 4-wheeled thing going on.
So does that change the strategy in which you're playing certain missions?
Well, yeah, I mean, because you can bring in your custom mech, and then it affects what kind of terrain you can traverse and that kind of thing.
Do you foresee having to switch between your mechs, or like customize it often for different missions? So like if there's one with a lot of water on the map, maybe you'll switch to the water one, but maybe another one for a different mission?
You might, but from what I've seen in the single player so far, it seems like the one they give you is always tooled for that mission. So it seems like you could probably get by without ever touching the customization if you want to. But you can bring all these into multiplayer, and of course, people that spend the most time getting the best parts and tweaking their mech out are going to do the best in multiplayer.
Speaking of multiplayer, have you played it yet?
Not yet.
Do you know what it's supposed to be?
No.
I know.
Why don't you tell me, because I don't know.
I will tell you, if you come back next week here on the Spot, we'll have Chromehounds back, and we will be playing the multiplayer.
Yeah, there is that.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh.
That's yeah.
It's like 6 on 6.
That wasn't actually an answer to the question, though.
That doesn't answer your question?
Well, you don't tell me anything about the multiplayer.
I'm telling you, come back next week. How about it?
Apparently it's going to be 6 on 6, I heard.
Yeah.
Not to blow it. I'm just saying.
Thanks. Stab.
We haven't, no.
Brad, Carrie, you guys have one last question to take?
A lot of people are asking about a live demo. Do you know if there's going to be one up on live anytime soon? Brad, find out.
Okay, yeah, I'll let you know.
Find out and try to include it in your preview.
Yes, there will be. No, I have no idea. I have no idea. For the record, I have no idea.
Okay. All right, thanks. Well, thank you, Brad, for bringing this by. I'm going to watch you play it for a little bit more.
Okay, I'm going to build some
Rich,
stuff up.
you want to do something now, don't you?
Sure, I do. I want to take us to the future. Jeff Gerstmann, are you ready to go to the future?
The future, Rich?
Yes. A lot of people have been asking where Ryan McDonald's been, and besides being, the executive producer and being behind the scenes and making sure all our stuff looks amazing, he also is dwelling in the future. because he recently hung out last week with the guys from 3001 AD.
That's pretty far in the future,
isn't it?
dude.
That's like 1,000 years, 995 of them or something.
That's a lot.
It's a lot of years.
Yeah.
But
what do they eat there?
They eat virtual reality.
What?
Yeah, they do.
All right,
Anyways,
I'm in.
So they brought their crazy thing by. It's called Trimmersion, and Ryan, take it away, sir.
Hey, Bob.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too. Now, you are the president, and you want to tell the folks at home what you do?
Sure. 3001 AD is a virtual reality game company. We build virtual reality devices for PlayStation, PC, and Xbox. This is the Trimmersion. This is our newest product and our main product right now. We got started in theme parks, developing systems for attractions, and we also develop lots of arcade video games. And so we've been in the business for about 7 years now.
Now, this product is coming out in August, you were saying, correct?
This will be out in August.
And just so folks at home know what the pieces that actually come with it are, you get this box, which is actually the transmitter that sends the video.
This is called our base station. Hooks in with a USB cord. It'll be powered by the USB from a PC or from a 5-volt power supply from an Xbox or PlayStation. You pump your video and your audio into that, and that gets transmitted wirelessly to the gun and the headset combination.
And then with this thing, it has, how does it, you want to tell the folks at home while I pop it on how it works with the head tracking?
Sure, sure. Go ahead and put it up on your head.
Uh-huh.
Now, as you look around, if you can see the screen over here, as you look around, it moves. So when you are in the virtual world or when you're in a first-person shooter game, there's your gun. What you look at is what you can see. So if you want to aim at something, go ahead and find a target.
So tell me, for the folks that can't enjoy this at home, what's it going to be like when they plug it in to their PC or their console? How easy is it to hook up?
It's very easy. You plug in the USB cable and you plug in either your VGA cable to the back of it, or if you have video out, you can plug in straight into the back of the base station, turn on the gun, turn on the headset, and away you go. There's really no setup for it. On the PC, we recommend you reboot the device the first time that you ever hook it up. But other than that, it's a very, very simple device. It's a keyboard and a mouse. That's how the computer sees it.
And the one question that you were telling me about some of the specs before of what I'm seeing in here. You want to talk about what
Sure.
it is?
Yeah, this is QVGA. So what you're seeing is basically interlaced NTSC video, normal television video. That's being transmitted right now through the base station, and shortly we're going to be doing a digital version of it, so you'll have one essential Bluetooth connection between the two devices and have full control, and it'll be a completely remote product.
What about the audio that I'm hearing? That's just standard stereo?
Standard stereo audio, whatever left or right you pump into this, it'll pick it up. One of the neat things about the speakers, the way they're configured and hanging down over your ears, is it actually creates a sphere of sound around you. So instead of having earbuds that kind of stick inside your ear, this actually is more of an ambient audio system, so you hear more naturally with it. This has never been done before, to my knowledge, having video broadcast from a computer to a remote source like this. I think we've accomplished some very, very interesting technologies. And what a better way to play a first-person shooter than with a gun in your hand.
Now, again, tell the folks at home when they're going to be able to get their hands on this and try it out.
Sure, this will be out in August this year, and it'll be online and also at some major retailers. We're still putting all that good stuff together, but if you check out our website at trimmersion.com, you can see more information about us and about our company, and we're going to be adding some new features too. We're going to be adding Xbox 360 compatibility. We're going to add a microphone in here. We're going to be doing like a video direct link through the Bluetooth connection, and some pretty cool stuff coming up very soon, maybe a track gun.
Oh, excellent. Thanks again for
Sure
coming by,
thing.
Bob. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
We'll definitely be keeping tabs on it. I know I'm excited. August is not too far away, and $395, while that's pretty hefty. I've always been one of the guys that's always wanted a virtual reality system to actually work. So seeing this and trying it, I'm excited. Thanks again for coming by.
Thank you.
Really
Thanks for having us.
appreciate it.
All right.
And we are back. We'd like to thank Ryan and the folks at 3001 AD for
He
showing
was
us
getting
the future.
traversed.
Yes, that's the future right there. That's the Nintendo on.
Yeah, exactly. I hope it's gotten better than VR's been, because last time I tried it, it was like
Can we never
some
mention
sin console
it
or
again?
something.
Mention it what again?
VR?
The Nintendo on.
Oh,
we
yeah.
mentioned
You
it
just
twice.
mentioned it.
No, twice this week.
Oh, okay.
You're right.
times
It's come
this
up.
week?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's coming. It'll come up again. It's back. It's real. It's here.
it's happening.
It's the future.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what is the future?
What?
Brain training.
Yes,
We've
brain
been
training.
told that several
Brain training
times.
isn't the future. It's now.
It's now.
Yeah, with Big Brain Academy for your Nintendo DS. It stores now. Wait, what?
7.0.
Yeah.
Done. All right, Jeff. So Brain Age came out.
Yeah.
They had Dr. Kawashima attached to it.
Yeah, and that was like
Very
trying
scientific.
to be proper science with crazy.
Brought you like pictures of brains at work and brains not at work, brains at rest.
Right.
And now we have Big Brain Academy, which obviously is just as scientific.
No, not in any way, shape, or form.
No?
It's the same basic concept. They have tasks here, and they give you a score based on how well you do that's supposed to indicate the weight of your brain. Theoretically, a heavier brain is smarter.
That's why.
Which is total science.
Yeah, that's where the science kind of breaks down, because like the first time I played it, I got like a 1200, and then the third or fourth time I played it, I got like a 16 or 15 or 1700 or something like that. And it's like all of a sudden my head feels like, half a kilo heavier.
Dude, what do you just got stashed up
Yeah,
there?
apparently.
That's, something.
So what's the game all about? How
So
do you play it?
this game is 15 different mini games broken up into 5 different categories. And what we're going to do is we're going to jump into Get in Shape, which has you basically tapping shapes to get them together. And it's really basic, and it's the same basic concept as Brain Age. So you see this little thing up here. I need to tap these shapes on the bottom.
That's all you have
in
to do
order
is tap the
to
shapes.
create the shape.
I'm
And
terrible at this one, by the way.
Really, I'm
Yeah.
actually I'm relatively good at
Nice.
it. But now that I've said that, it'll probably go horribly.
No, dude, you're good.
Okay,
You're fine.
I
So
need
so
that,
ba- so
that.
for each of these tasks, you get about a minute to do as many of them as you can.
Right.
And the stars in the lower right-hand corner tell you how well you're doing.
Yeah, like that'll indicate kind of the difficulty of the task.
Dude, you are good at this.
Yeah.
Give him a hard one.
They get
Oh, wow.
hard pretty quickly here.
What are you gonna do?
Oh,
you
geez.
got it, dude. Give him like the one that looks like a truck or something.
Yeah, they get really crazy.
But the difference between doing practice and then you practice enough and you get to take a test, right?
Right. So yeah, you can take a test at any time, and that's similar to the Brain Age test. That is where you get your main score for your brain.
Mm-hmm.
And I need
You got
that
3
one.
seconds left. 2 seconds. Oh, R.
R.
You don't get
Okay,
to spell
well,
the R.
Time's up. But how many did I do? Here?
How did you do?
I did 9 with no mistakes. That's not bad. So then, but that's actually 137. That's actually not very good.
No, but it's just about the right size. Good job.
Yeah, which gets me like a bronze or something. So
Oh.
if I was totally focused on it, I've actually gotten as high as 300 in that one. But then, yeah, so once you do that, you can go on to this test mode here, and it'll give you 5 things at random, totaled up, and you see here, I've gotten a B-. It says that I have the brain of a museum curator.
I got an A, dude.
Well, good
So
for
what's
you,
that
big
brain? I have
brain.
I
Look
have
at
the
the
brain of an
big brain
investor.
on Rich.
1713.
Yeah,
Yeah.
brag some more about your big
Good.
brain.
It's heavy, dude. So I have to
It's
sit around
heavy
like this
yeah.
all the time. It's
no,
really hurts.
I'd rather be a museum curator than an investor,
Should be.
which is what you got.
Actually, the first time I did, I got like a C something, and I got theater producer, which I guess is kind of accurate.
Fitting.
Yeah.
No, but like another one I got was Michelangelo.
Okay.
Who's not my favorite Ninja Turtle, but sure, that's cool. He's a party dude.
So
am I.
the brain typing part seems actually like there is a little bit of science behind it, because you see the graph at the bottom, like the arrow, the triangle or the pentagon. I'm sorry,
Yes.
is grows in a
Right,
certain
like
direction
in
where
relation to, you
stronger.
see here at the
Right.
bottom, it's like this is how much practice I've done, this is how well I've done on practice, and as you do more in the different categories, that stretches out to fill up the graph.
Can you show us another one?
Yeah.
What else do you like?
Let's try Boneyard.
That one's
here.
tricky, dude.
This one's tricky, but I figured it out. It's actually not as tricky as it seems at first. And we'll play on easy, because then it's easy.
Carrie,
So
you have
up
any?
top here are the instructions,
Right.
and I need to say where he's going to end up. So I just kind of, okay, he's going to go over and down, so I need to place the bone there.
Oh, that's hard, dude.
Yeah.
You should have done the hard one with all the shifting walls and everything. That's when it gets tricky.
What fun is that?
It's hard. Carrie, do you have any questions for Jeff?
Yeah, I have questions. First question we got here from Jordan Ellison from Wakefield in the UK. This one or Brain Age, what's the difference, and which one should I get?
The difference is that the games in this are just kind of focused more on fun, and there's not quite as much math in this one. It's just kind of a little logic puzzles and stuff like that. I think this one's just a little more lighthearted with it as well.
You don't have any problems with people recognizing your handwriting?
Right, yeah. There's no handwriting recognition. There's no speech stuff. at all either. So that's definitely. Oh, I messed up.
That's
Whoa,
right.
what's going on? I don't even know what's going on right now.
Yeah, exactly.
It's crazy.
This is where it gets a little trickier.
I have a question. Alex Weckworth from Saskatoon wants to know: Are there any verbal Easter eggs like the glasses in Brain Age, the first one?
No, since there's no voice recognition, there's no way to say glasses, or doctor and make him or whatever it is he does.
Also, this game does not have, that Brain Age did, Sudoku.
Yeah, there's no Sudoku in here, but Sudoku Gridmaster is coming out for the DS pretty soon now, so that'll be like a whole Sudoku game for you.
Awesome. I played a bunch of that. It's kind of like Sudoku.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Jeff. So straight 7s across the board on this one.
Yeah, it's a good game. It's available at a budget price, and if you're into Brain Age but kind of done with Brain Age, this offers more of the same in a slightly different format. So it's relatively cool.
It's good for a couple hours.
Yeah,
a few hours.
Sure.
Great. Well, thank you, Jeff.
It started as a CIA training sim, didn't it?
Yeah.
Did it?
Anyway, no.
Most good things do.
That was full Spectrum Warrior.
We have our own CIA plant now here in the studio with us, Greg Kasav and Carrie and Greg.
Hi.
What game you guys playing?
Gradius Collection or Gradius Collection, whatever you want to call
Gradius
it.
Which is it?
Gradius?
I don't know. I call it Gradius.
You would be right, sir.
Yes.
All right, so what is it?
Gradius Collection, this is a PSP game. I'm playing it with a PS2 controller because we got a fancy doohickey under the podium here. But this is out for the PSP right now. It is a collection of 5 classic shoot-'em-ups, although maybe classic is a generous way to describe a few of these games, seeing as they've never come out in this country before. But if you're into side-scrolling space shoot-'em-ups, this is pretty much a must-have. It's got the original in here, Gradius 2, Gopher no Yabo, because the big evil villain at the end of Gradius 2 is named Gopher, and I think now we know why this game never came out in the U.S.
Dude from the Love Boat, isn't it?
Gradius 3, Gradius 4, and of course Gradius Gaiden, which came out for the PlayStation and was never released in this country. So let's jump into one of these. One game that's notably absent for those of us who are big fans of this series is Life Force.
You stole my question.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Life Force is kind of my favorite Gradius game. It's technically not a Gradius game. It was called Salamander in Japan as sort of a spin-off. But it's not in here. But Gradius 2 actually makes up for it. I'd never played a Gradius 2 before until I got this collection, and it's really pretty impressive, especially when you put it in context. This game originally came out in the 80s, and it's got a lot of the stuff in there that makes these kind of games cool, makes them a lot of fun. So they start off nice and easy, but it isn't long before things get a little crazy. So in the Gradius games, you are the Vic Viper, which is what I consider to be the best spaceship since the X-Wing.
Whoa.
The Vic Viper is awesome.
The Vic Viper and the Interceptor in a fight, who would win?
Dude, I don't know. It depends on
shields and bombs, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, as long as the X-wing was in front of the Vic Viper, I think the Vic Viper would have a pretty good chance. So it's oh god. So anyway, these games are tough.
I was going to ask you. That's a big question.
Yeah.
These games are have always been really tough.
You know, so they're very tough. But what Gradius Collection offers is a variety of difficulty settings. You can actually save your game at any point. There's the save option right there, which is really actually pretty surprising. It's not even like, save in between levels. It's like if your bus is here or something and you got to stop playing, you can just save it right there.
As a purist, Greg, doesn't that bother you a little bit? Sensitivities?
Not really, because as a purist, what bothers me are the PSP's controls, which are not as good as having like an arcade stick. So anyway, as you can see in Gradius 2, there are giant flaming planets mere seconds into the very first level, and it kind of goes on from there, and it asks you for your horoscope when you put in your name. I'm going to jump to one of the later games.
What's the main difference between them? Like, would Gaiden have multiplayer in it? Or?
Gaiden originally, Gaiden was, I believe, the first Gradius game that introduced multiplayer, but that was actually cut from Gradius Collection. I think, I don't know why for sure, but probably for obvious reasons, they just didn't want to bother with ad hoc multiplayer for 1 out of 5 games. It doesn't really suffer that much for that, but Gradius Gaiden is a really cool game even without a 2-player mode. It is kind of funny though, it says 1 player on the main menu, implying that there should be some other option there. Gradius Gaiden or Side Story lets you play as 4 different ships. Crazy innovation.
So no more Vic Viper? Or
the Vic Viper's
there.
I guess I'll pick one of the other ones just because.
What's the difference between them?
They have different weapons.
Okay.
And this one is purple and not blue.
Awesome.
So you've got you've got a bunch of different screen settings. Like you could set it to the normal arcade aspect ratio. Right now it's being stretched out to fill the PSP screen, but you could go like this. Hopefully that didn't blow anybody's minds or anything. It also defaults to what's called like a tuned difficulty, which is easier than the original versions, and stretches the screen out and all that stuff.
It's tuned to our weak minds.
Yes, tuned to our weak gaming sensibilities in this day and age, because people are not, you know what they say, like.
Games aren't as hard as they used to be.
Yeah, kids aren't as athletic as they, everyone's getting dumber, and in the year 3000 we'll all be troglodytes or something. So,
but we'll have virtual reality headsets.
Indeed,
to keep
I'm really tramersed right now.
So I'm going to try to get farther in this game so you can see more cool stuff.
So to make it easier and you get farther, I'm going to ask you questions.
Go for it.
All right, which is not actually easier. It's a question from Ulrich from Sweden. Hello? Do you think the price... That's not a question.
Hey,
does that you know Jesper?
Do you know Jesper? We got a question for you. Do you think the price is worth the package, and are there any extras in it?
Yes, I think it's I think it's like 29. But well, I don't know what it is in crazy Swedish money, but in good old dollars, I think it's $29, and that's a very reasonable price for 5 of these games that actually offer quite a bit of replay value. I mean, you could come back to this game a lot. Just this game alone, Gradius Gaiden, one of 5 games in the package, 4 different ships and different difficulty settings and stuff like that. I think this game has like 9 levels in it, so it's actually pretty long for a shoot 'em up. These games, they're not 20 hours long, but they'll take you that long just to get to the end. Are there any extras? Like all the games are unlocked from the beginning, so it's not like you. I wish Life Force was unlockable or something like that. There's what's called a gallery mode, but it's really more of like a music test thing, which is pretty cool. Because Gradius games are known for having really good music in them, and you can listen to all that stuff in that mode. But otherwise, it's sort of no frills. I wish the game had a little more history in it or something like that, like to put these games more in perspective. But hey, they stand very well on their own, and they hold up surprisingly well. Even the original game, which is from 1985, more than 20 years old.
Now you said
here's the
most
first
of these
boss.
haven't come
This guy.
out in the U.S.
Yeah. Damn him. Yeah. A lot. I hate that thing. Yeah, a lot of them haven't.
Which ones do you know? Which ones haven't come out?
I'm not. I think Gradius 3. Let's jump into Gradius 3 because I hate that stupid, ugly metal caterpillar
This
thing.
looks like this is loading pretty quickly too.
Yeah, it loads up nice and fast. It never loads during the games. So you just kind of go back to this main menu, load up the game, and dive right in. It's definitely like a quick hit type of game as PSP games go. I think Gradius 3 came out for the Super Nintendo, and it's even got like the ROM check stuff in there, like from the arcade versions, which is pretty cool. It's really a faithful emulation. Let's see, 4 I don't think ever came out, Gradius Gaiden never came out, and 2 never came out. I think that's
it's kind of like
deal.
Final Fantasy.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, but more so. Or something.
Thanks.
Gradius 3 is the hardest game in the series. That's kind of, and the series took like a lot of time off after this one. I think this is where they took, they all kind of look the same at a glance, but this one is distinctly a lot harder right from the start. So I think this is where, space shoot 'em ups in like the early 90s or something, they were at their peak, and the designers of this game must have gone, what can we do? Hey, I know. Let's make it way harder than it is already. And so all the people who already had their reflexes tuned to crazy perfection now had a ridiculously hard game to deal with. And I think everyone kind of gave up on this series for a little while after this one. So
are those lions?
They are sand lions, Rich.
Okay, my bad.
Get it right.
Sand lions in space.
So, yes, sand lions in space.
I saw that.
God. So one of the things that makes these games hard is, one hit, you're dead, you lose all your damn power up, and yeah, you're pretty much screwed. Like the fact that you have extra lives in these games is practically a formality. You know, you pretty much have one life in Gradius 3, because if you lose all your power up and you're like at a boss or something, you're not going to beat him at that point. But you could save your game and keep trying or something like that.
So is this game out now?
Yes, I believe it is. Oh, God.
And you've reviewed it?
Yes, indeed.
And what did you give it?
I gave it an 8.2 out of 10. I think it's a great game.
Yeah, that's great. So I guess anyone who wants to see more about Gradius collection for the PSP can go check it out on the site.
Indeed.
Meanwhile, I think Rich is going to get a little arty on us.
We're all getting it arty together. We're all going to become a little more cultured right now.
Far out.
Well, you
Thanks,
ready?
Greg.
No.
No, you're not?
But I'm never going to be ready. Let's just do it.
All right. Well, thanks to Adam Films, we're about to show you a short film called Game Over by an artist named Pez, P-E-S.
Heavy.
And it's kind of fitting we got it coming after Gradius like that.
Yeah.
Or Gradius. Check it out. Was that not like the coolest thing
Except
ever?
for the inaccuracy.
All right. So the games were Centipede, Frogger, Asteroid, Space Invaders, and Pac-Man.
Yeah.
And where was the inaccuracy?
Well, okay. Pac-Man doesn't have pretzels, A, and the fruit doesn't hop in Pac-Man. So it was like a Ms. Pac-Man pretzel hopping around in Pac-Man.
Whatever. That video was awesome.
Yeah, no, the video's awesome.
The video.
You're right. You're right.
Yes, Greg.
Centipede doesn't have salt shakers either.
You're just not looking at Centipede close enough, okay? Jeez.
That video makes me
thought
really
that was
hungry.
But it was awesome, Rich.
Yeah.
That's
It was.
what
You like that, Carrie? Did you like it?
I really like that. I didn't get to see it well enough, though.
Would you like to see it again?
Yeah.
Should we show it again?
Show it again.
Yeah.
All right, fine. Let's hear it one more time. Check it out. Game Over by Pez. Or Holding On. Okay, fine. But all right, we'll look at it again in a second.
Really?
Yes. If you'd
Okay.
like to see it, you can find it on Adam Films. You can go to eatpez.com, PES.com.
PES.
They're both there. How long do you think it took to make?
I can't even venture a guess on that.
Yeah.
I would imagine days, weeks.
Yeah.
You know,
The stop motion.
Yeah, stop
Yeah.
motion. Like I tried to do stop motion once. I just don't have the patience for it.
No.
So
and you
yeah,
had to, like,
do, like,
every
move it a
little
bit. All right,
explosion,
wait,
like
now,
in asteroids, like all the little
yeah, it's like
bits
that's
having
like
to
3
fly
frames
everywhere.
for each one. It's crazy.
And then to make it and not eat the pizza while you're doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'd imagine you probably just get more pizza than you need, so you're eating pizza while you do it. Because that would kind of offset.
But
it.
what about the fried eggs for all the eyes? It's great. Check it out one more time.
all right.
We gotta watch it. That is so good.
It's cool.
That is awesome.
It's way cool.
Nice work, Pez. Thank you. As we said, check it out on Adam
I'm hungry.
Films. Yes, I'm
Let's eat after
starving.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine having a whole Pac-Man level somewhere to shoot that with, where it's the size of a pizza, Pac-Man size of a pizza. That's
Yeah.
huge.
That's
Whatever,
it.
in New York, they have a live-action Pac-Man.
Pac-Man Hatton.
I'm just saying,
Never heard of it.
I know how you know everything good happens in New York. They do live-action Pac-Man
It's
there.
The West Coast is the best coast. Fool. I don't know
not
what you're
even.
talking about.
The East Coast. But thank you very much, Adam Films and Pez, for hooking us up with that. Looked great. Encourage
Yeah,
everyone
people
to
are
watch it
asking
many
where to
times.
see more. Is there more over on the website?
Pez does some other stop motion stuff, which is very cool. There's also a really awesome video called Kaboom, which involves like World War II archive footage, little kids and hot dogs.
3 of my favorite things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, check it out. Good stuff.
Very good stuff.
Awesome. And shall we give away some loot?
Yeah, dude, let's do it.
You want to do it? All right. So last week we gave away 3 copies of Hitman Blood Money for the Xbox 360. Carrie Goose Coast, do you remember what the question was?
I do.
What
it
was
was
it?
which of these 4 bald men, like Hitman main character 47, is the least likely to, what was it?
Take you down.
Take you down.
Take you down.
Sorry, take you down. And there was a notable lack of Yul Brynner on that list, and I am very unhappy.
Sorry.
Because Yul Brynner takes fools out. It'd be obvious he wouldn't be.
That's
it,
true.
You know?
So
It's like-
your choices were Mr. Clean, Jean-Luc Picard, Kojak, the Telly Savalas version, and Kojak, the Ving Rhames version. And a lot of people don't know who Kojak is, apparently.
People like write in and say like, "What's a Kojak?"
Yeah, a lot of what's a Kojak.
Kojak says, "Who loves you, baby?
Who loves you, baby?
Who loves you, baby?"
Yeah.
We're old, man. We are so old.
It's understandable if people don't know who the Ving Rhames version is, because I think that was around for like a day.
But it was around for a day like a month ago. It
Yeah.
wasn't around a day like in the 80s.
So the correct answer was Mr. Clean, because you back Jean-Luc in a corner, he will take you down. Kojak's the same way. Mr. Clean, he's just going to clean your floor. That's all he's going to do.
When one of the other
Shoemaker's
3
dangerous,
takes
dude.
someone down,
Yeah.
Mr. Clean shows up with the ammonia and he's like putting
Nice.
bodies in the trunk.
Yeah, maybe he like makes the floor really slippery and that
Yeah.
takes you down.
He's
Anyways,
got earrings, doesn't he? He's kind of gives him an edge.
yeah, I guess.
Seems like he's
Maybe.
Some kind of
So
edge.
yeah. So anyways, the first 3 people to get the question right and won themselves copies of Hitman Blood Money for the Xbox 360 are Joe Reagan of Florida, Ricardo Chin of California, and Ruth Pabon of Virginia.
The VA.
And I gotta say out there that, by the way, if you just saw maybe like your dad or mom just won a prize, that is because you used their credit card to sign up for your account. So when you enter the stuff, make sure you go into your user preferences and you have everything filled out on who you are, so we can find out who you are. So otherwise, I mean, we're sending a package right now to Ruth, and if Ruth gets this copy of Hitman Blood Money, she's keeping it.
Totally.
Yeah. So
Can't blame her.
So yeah. So just make sure if you're a paid subscriber and you enter our contest, make sure your profile is totally up to date.
Yeah.
Fill out everything.
This is key.
Yeah. You don't need to make it visible by any means, but just fill it out.
This is key.
All right. Should we give away some more stuff?
If you got more stuff.
We have more stuff. The hardware guys came by and they said, Rich, we have this thing to give away. I'm missing the other half of it. Here it is.
Is that a keyboard?
No, it's a Z board.
This is a Z board.
That's so extreme.
It is an ultimate gaming keyboard. Jeff, can you tell us what a Z board is?
Okay, so a Z board is this great keyboard.
It's it's kind of interesting.
Basically the whole idea is that it's customized for gaming. The keys all snap out of it, and you can snap in game-specific key sets, like this one for Guild Wars Factions. And it's got buttons that just straight up say like mini-map and stuff like that. And it's designed to make gaming easier, but since most video games use one of 2 or 3 control schemes on the PC nowadays, totally lame.
So it's cool, and it's
I know people that have bought that, and this is going to be free for someone.
No, I mean totally enter.
Jeff, don't be a hater.
It's dumb. They're dumb.
Lay off the hater rage, Jeff.
If I were to win it, I would send you guys a video of me smashing it with a baseball bat. Not to give anyone any ideas out there.
Whatever, this is cool, dude.
No, it's way cool.
It's
Enter
free.
And win. It's free.
With the hardware, I mean, yeah, we kind of get a little
stuff.
spoiled when we get free stuff like this, and we get to say it's not cool, but we're totally giving it away.
Totally.
All right.
Let's give it away. Let's get it out of here.
All right, and since it is a keyboard, we always try to go in a different direction with our questions. Unfortunately, if you know him, Billy Preston passed away earlier this week. Being a keyboardist. So we have a Billy Preston question to go with this keyboard. Get it? Does that work?
Yeah, because he played keyboards.
If you're a GameSpot paid subscriber, use the form you see up above the player right now. Choose question 1 in the drop-down menu. Get ready to answer this multiple choice question. Hit submit, and the first person to do so will win this Z-board and the Guild Wars Factions key set.
Fantastic.
All right. And the question is, which of the following is your favorite Billy Preston song? Will it go around in circles? Out of space? You Are So Beautiful. He didn't perform it. He wrote it for Joe Cocker. Great song.
Yeah.
And Get Back, the Beatles song, but he was the one playing the keyboard in the rooftop concert, at Abbey Road, Apple Studios and everything.
Yeah.
A lot of good choices right there.
I know what I'm going to pick.
This is one of those things where there is no right answer.
Oh, give it away.
So no one can win?
Yeah. I'm just saying the first person to answer correctly will win this keyboard.
But there's no right answer?
Yeah.
Dude, that's deep.
That's meta right there. You won't find that in your Big Brain Academy.
It's true.
This has been a great show as I dump my water bottle all over the floor. Sorry,
that makes the show better.
Did you have a good time?
I have a great... Whenever there's a wet spot on the floor, someone had a good time. So,
I can't believe you just said that. Carrie Guskos and Greg Savin, any final words for everyone?
I have a question for you, but Greg, do you have anything else to say?
No, I'm curious what the question is.
My question is, Rich, do you like cool art?
I do, in which case, Pez is for you. Check it out. That was a great video. We'd like to thank Adam Films and Pez for hooking us up with that. It looked really cool.
Yeah.
We'd like to thank Trimersion for stopping by with the future, and we'd like to thank Sega for hooking us up with Chromehounds. And we will be back next week with more Chromehounds multiplayer. So feel free to send us in some multiplayer questions now. We can ask them next week. First thing, Brad Shoemaker is a great demo, and of course the GameSpot UK team for playing soccer.
And Greg.
And Greg for coming by with Gradius. Thanks, Greg.
Grady.
Thanks, Greg, for your sand lions from space.
Yes, and of course we also like to thank our fabulous crew who do a wonderful job every week, and all of you for watching. We will catch you next week right here on The Spot.
Ladies and gentlemen, today's terror challenge is for each one of you lovely contestants to jump off the cliff and into the shark-infested waters below.